Hello, I'm Patrick McGarry. I'm from Inktank, the Director of Community. I'm here to tell you a little bit about Ceph and why it might be interesting for hosters. Ceph, whenever I'm asking customers and talking about how, what should we do when we're approaching our data storage needs, there's three big questions that typically need to be answered. There's time, cost, and requirements. And Ceph actually has a great story for all three of those put together. The biggest thing with time is the most precious thing out of any of these things. Most people will be concerned about the bottom line, but the bottom line is your time, and your time can usually be spent on other things as well. And so with Ceph, given that it does things like it's self-managed, it's self-healing, it takes a lot of burden off of the administrator and allows you to focus on other things, in addition to the fact that when you talk about cost, Ceph is able to give you a great story because it's open source software. And it's able to be used on commodity hardware, so it's not the kind of thing where you have to worry about a giant forklift upgrade that not only is a huge amount of cost in a very short amount of time, but it also requires a lot of operator intervention when you talk about migrating your data and actually managing things like rebalancing your cluster if a node goes down or something like that. So you get a lot of time and cost benefits by using Ceph. And then when you talk about requirements, we have a wide number of ways that you can use Ceph. Ceph actually allows you to squeeze a lot more bang for your buck out of your cluster because you can do object, block, and file storage all with a single cluster. So it allows you to kind of take that commodity hardware that you're scaling out over time and service a lot of different endpoints. So whether it's a cloud stack, OpenStack type of environment where you're talking about virtual machines, images, and storage, or whether it's raw object storage that you're using for other things like backups and log stashing or things like that, or whether it's a POSIX compliant file system that you want to use to back your Hadoop cluster, or just have a file system that services a number of multi-tenancy type environments. All of these things can be done on a single Ceph cluster, which really allows you to kind of take that curve all the way down to as close as a linear progression of cost versus storage, as well as maximizing your own time and not having huge amounts of extraneous costs associated with your storage. If you're interested in hearing more, head on over to ceph.com. That's CEPH as in cephalopod, and we're able to give you a little bit more information. Thanks.